all, welcome back to Sri Sai Tech Edu YouTube channel, Read, Lead, Success. I am dealing with the subject Research and Publication Ethics. Module 1 videos have already uploaded in my channel. If you have missed out, please do watch. And in Module 2, Scientific Conduct, already have completed first two topics. Now the third topic I am going to discuss in this video. Scientific misconduct. What is scientific misconduct? The scientific misconduct is defined as fabrication, falsification, plagiarism or other practices that seriously deviate from those that are commonly accepted practices within the scientific community for proposing, conducting or reporting research. What is scientific misconduct? It is defined as falsification or fabrication, plagiarism or other practices that seriously deviate from those that are commonly accepted practices. They deviate from the commonly accepted practices within the scientific community for proposing, conducting or reporting research. It does not include honest error or honest difference in interpretations or judgments of data. Scientific misconduct is nothing but what? Fabrication, falsification, plagiarism and other practices which deviate from the original practices within the scientific community. It is on the rise because increasing emphasis on research by academic institutions. Increasing emphasis on what? Research by academic institutions. Difficulty in publishing in standard journals. Academic pressure. Lack of knowledge. These all four come under the why this scientific misconduct is in rise. Reasons of scientific misconduct. What are the reasons? Misappropriation of ideas. If your ideas are misappropriate, then plagiarism. If you are plagiarizing the content, then self-plagiarism. You are copying your own ideas. Like if you have done one conference paper, or again you are doing the same on the same idea, another same to same. That is a self-plagiarism. Means reusing your own work. Impropriety of authorship, like claiming undeserved authorship on your own behalf. Okay. Failure to comply with legislative and regulatory requirements. Violation of generally accepted research practices. Generally accepted research practices will be there, no? Those all you are violating them, like preferred result, deceptive statistical or analytical practices to generate preferred results and causing what? Ethical issues in the research. Then falsification of data. You are producing a wrong data or falsifying the data. Failure to support validation of your research. Failure to support validation of your research. Then failure to respond to known cases of unsuccessful validation attempts. Then inappropriate behavior in relation to suspected misconduct. Inappropriate behavior in relation to what? The suspected misconduct. Then we will see some of the examples of scientific or research misconduct. Ranjit Chandra, a Canadian-based Indian nutrition researcher who faced allegations of research misconduct in the late 1990s. What he faced is Chandra's studies on the effects of vitamins and nutrition on health, particularly in children, were called into question due to concerns about data manipulation and falsification. So several of his papers were retracted and he faced criticism from the scientific community. Never do that. Then Indian Journal of Medical Research retraction. In 2016, the Indian Journal of Medical Research retracted a paper titled Effect of Mobile Phone Radiations on Nocardia Asteroids Exposed from Distance of 10 cm due to allegations of data manipulation and concerns about the validity of the study findings. They have retracted it. Then Soumya Swaminathan case in 2018. That who was then serving as a Director General of the Indian Council of Medical Research faced allegations of plagiarism related to paper published in 2007. She plagiarized the what? 2007 paper. The paper in question titled Role of Iron Deficiency Anemia in the Propagation of Beta Thalassemia Gene was found to contain passages plagiarized from another paper. Okay, so Swaminathan issued an apology and resigned from her position at ICMR. So never plagiarize the things or do scientific misconducting of the scientific research like falsification, fabrication or plagiarism. So which will affect your your career in research and you will face an allegations on you and the papers will be retracted and your respect will be ruined. So never do that. Then falsification. What is falsification? Is the changing or omission of research results or data to support claims, hypotheses, other data, etc. You're changing the data results what you're getting to support your objectives or other data. Okay. Falsification can include the manipulation of research instrumentation, materials or processes. Okay, so manipulation of images or representations in a manner that distorts the data or reads too much between the lines can also be considered falsification. What is also called as falsification? Manner that distorts the data, reads too much between the lines can also be considered what? Falsification. Examples of falsification in research misconduct include what? Fabricating data. That is inventing or completely making up research data without conducting the actual experiments or observations. Then manipulating data. When it is called manipulating, when you manipulate the data, like it appear more favorable to or to support particular hypothesis or conclusion. Misrepresenting methods, like providing false description of research methods or procedures to make the research appear more valid or rigorous than it is. Misrepresenting the methods. So selective reporting, cherry picking data or results that support a desired outcome while ignoring or omitting data that contradict it. Okay, so falsifying images or figures, like editing or digitally altering images or figures to enhance or falsify research findings. So these are the examples of falsification. Then you have fabrication. Fabrication is the construction and or addition of data, observations or characterizations that never occurred in the gathering of data or running of experiments. What is called fabrication is the construction and addition of data. Claims made based on incomplete or assumed results is a form of fabrication. Okay. Then the validity of knowledge created by science and the credibility of science, truth and trust are undermined by fabrication. So it is a serious breach of research that undermines the integrity of scientific process. So fabrication should not be done at all. Fabrication can occur at any stage of research, from data collection to analysis and reporting. So we should be careful. When detected, the sanctions for perpetrations can be served and articles will be retracted. Not only does fabrication affect scientific careers, but when fabricated data is presented to be real and is consequently used in real life practice, it can have the life-threatening consequences. So we should be very careful whenever we are doing research. No fabrication should be done. Example, falsified clinical trial data. A pharmaceutical researcher in India fabricates patient data for a clinical trial testing the efficacy of a new drug. The fabricated data shows significant positive outcomes for the drug, leading to its approval and subsequent use in patients. So, however, further investigation reveals that the data was entirely fabricated, endangering the health and safety of patients who rely on the drug. So, this falsified data is very very endangering and which is not correct. So never falsify the data, mainly in the case of health and safety research. Not only that, but any of the research, the falsified clinical data is wrong. So here are some key aspects of fabrication in scientific misconduct. Inventing data. Researchers may simply make up data points, experiment results or observations to support their hypothesis or desired conclusions. So this can involve creating entirely fictional experiments. So we are inventing the data over there. So which is wrong. Manufacturing evidence. So fabrication may involve creating fake evidence. So manufacturing evidence is also are key aspects of fabrication in scientific misconduct. Then you have false citations. False citations, giving wrong citations, is sources or references to lend credibility to fabricated data or results. Misrepresentation of collaborations. So, fabrication may also involve falsely claiming collaborations with other researchers or institutions to lead credibility to fabricated data or results. So, we need to be very careful. So, never do falsification or fabrication of data. Plagiarism. Now, next aspect is plagiarism. Plagiarism is presenting someone else's work or ideas as your own. Never do that. Without their consent. You should never copy or present someone else's work as your own. by incorporating it your work without full acknowledgement. All published and unpublished material, whether in manuscript, printed or electronic form, is covered under this definition. It paints a misleading picture of a researcher's own contribution. Plagiarism can involve copying words or images directly, paraphrasing sentences or passages, or co-opting someone else's ideas without citing the original work, which is a plagiarism. So, types of plagiarism: direct or global plagiarism, paraphrasing plagiarism, self-plagiarism. Direct or global plagiarism, this occurs when a person copies verbatim from another source without using quotation marks or proper citation. Paraphrasing plagiarism means this involves rewriting someone else's work in one's own words without giving credit to the original source. Even if the wording is changed, the ideas or structure of the original work remain intact. Self-plagiarism. This occurs when an author uses their own previously published work or parts of it without proper citation. So these all are types of plagiarism. Then mosaic plagiarism, also known as patch writing. Mosaic plagiarism involves copying and pasting text from multiple sources and blending them together without proper citation. Then incremental plagiarism means inserting a small amount of plagiarized content in mostly original text. Then unintentional plagiarism. While most cases of plagiarism are deliberate, unintentional plagiarism can occur due to carelessness or lack of understanding of citation practices. This may include improper citation formatting, failure to attribute ideas, or insufficient paraphrasing. So these are different types of plagiarism. Reasons of plagiarism. Plagiarism can occur for a variety of reasons ranging from intentional dishonesty to unintentional oversight or misunderstanding of proper citation practices. What are the reasons? We will see. Lack of understanding or knowledge. You don't understand what is plagiarism, or you don't have the knowledge of plagiarism. Lack of writing skills. You lack the way of writing or vocabulary. So we should improve your vocabulary so you can write your own paper. Time constraints or pressure to publish. So time constraint and pressure to publish is one of the reasons. Then desperation. When people have too much work to do for their job, they might copy from others because they are worried about failing or losing their job. Then promotion. The promotions, careers, advancements, annual appraisal are evaluated based on number of publications. So the academicians adopt ways that lead to plagiarism. So untrusted plagiarism tools. Due to unavailability of standard anti-plagiarism software like Turnitin, researchers rely upon other untrusted and reliable plagiarism tools which are not effective. Then ease of access to information. Then the researchers find it easy to copy and paste the text from the various sources and publish them as their own work. So this is also wrong. Then ignorance or indifference. Some individuals may be aware of what constitutes plagiarism but choose to disregard ethical considerations due to lack of concern or belief that they will not face consequences for their actions. Then, how to avoid plagiarism? Then, understand what constitutes plagiarism. We need to understand what constitutes plagiarism. Then, use proper citations. Give proper citations to the other works. Then, seek permission for reuse. Should seek permissions for others to use. Then, paraphrase correctly. You need to paraphrase it correctly. If you need to paraphrase someone else's work, ensure that you express the ideas in own words while still giving credit to the original source. Okay. Quote appropriately. We should quote the appropriately. Use quotation marks and provide the citation to indicate that the words are not your own. Manage your references. Use reference management software like Zotero, Mendeley or EndNote to organize your source and citations. These tools can help ensure accuracy and consistency in your citation. Then use plagiarism tools. There are several plagiarism detection tools available that can help researchers and writers ensure the originality of their work and avoid unintentional plagiarism. Then plagiarism tools. There are different plagiarism tools. We will discuss one by one. Turnitin. Turnitin is one of the mostly widely used plagiarism detection tool in educational institutions. It compares submitted documents against its extensive database of academic content, internet sources, and previously submitted papers to identify similarities and potential instances of plagiarism. Grammarly not only checks for grammar and spelling errors but also includes the plagiarism detection feature in its premium version. It scans your text against billions of web pages and academic papers to detect similarities and provide suggestions for proper attribution. Copyscape. Copyscape is primarily used for checking web content plagiarism. It can detect if your content has been copied or plagiarized from other websites. Then Plagiarism Checker X. Plagiarism Checker X is a desktop application that allows user to check documents for plagiarism against multiple sources, including online repositories and the web. It provides a detailed report highlighting any similarities found. Then Viper. Viper is a free plagiarism checker specifically designed for students and educators to allow users to upload their documents and scan them against its database of academic papers and internet sources. RightCheck. RightCheck is a service offered by Turnitin for individuals who want to check their papers for plagiarism before submitting them. It provides instant feedback and similarity reports. Okay, DupliChecker. DupliChecker is a free online plagiarism checker that scans your text for duplicate content across the web. It offers a simple interface and provides a percentage of originality along with a detailed report. So in this way, there are different tools available. So you can use any of the free tool, or if you have access to the licensed tool, you can go with it before submission to the journals or conference papers. Then UGC guidelines on the levels of plagiarism. See, what are the UGC recommendations? Plagiarism in submission of thesis and dissertation. See, level 0 up to 10% no penalty will be there. If it is about 10 to 40%, it is level 1. Revise script and some do not exceed 6 months. Level 2 above 40 to 60%. Debarred from submitting revised manuscript for a period of 1 year. Level 3 above 60%. Registration cancelled itself. So plagiarism in academic and research publications, how it is up to 10% no penalty, 10 to 40% withdrawal of manuscript. We are going to withdraw the manuscript. Then 40 to 60% withdrawal of manuscript, no annual increment for 1 year, not allowed to supervise for 2 years. If it is about 60% withdrawal, no annual increment for successive 2 years, and not allowed to be supervisor for many years. So these are the considerations you need to keep in mind whenever you are plagiarizing your content. So this completes the scientific misconduct topic. So I'm stopping here. I will do a video with a new topic for the next video. Thank you from Sri Sai Tech Edu YouTube channel. Read, lead, success. Keep reading.